going on, everybody? Welcome back today, guys, to the channel. Forza Horizon 4 Season 12 stream has officially come to a close yesterday. I watched it, I reviewed it, I looked at it, and I don't think I'm the only one, but I'm a little bit upset with the update. There's not a lot of content in here, right? It does say new cars, does also say the barn find for the Lego build, right? So that was pretty cool, we got to see that. But in terms of the cars offered here, I mean, we have the Jeep Grand Cherokee 2014. It's been in previous Forzas, if I'm not mistaken. We also have the Mosler coming back in for 80% completion on the festival playlist. Again, right, it's not something that really entices myself, mind you, especially because that has already been offered way back at the start of the game, I do believe. But right, there just wasn't a lot of new cars coming in, new fresh cars. We do have the Plymouth Fury. I don't know if that was a vehicle that was offered before. We do have the Crown Vic though, finally 80% in autumn. We got to make sure we finish autumn and fully complete that down the road. We also have the Volkswagen Gia, I can't pronounce it, man. Again, not really anything that I'm interested in, right? It's a new car, right? That's cool, but it's not something that I find myself wanting to get on and play. The Crown Vic though, mind you, right, I will go ahead and get that to 80% that week because obviously I've been hunting for that car for quite some time, but there was nothing really that stood out to me this time around. Mind you, there was a couple Aston Martins that showed up that are pretty cool. I am, however, a little bit disappointed that we only have one more Lego car coming into the game for the expansion, which will bring a total of 4 Lego cars into the game: the F40, the Senna, the Mini, and then the brand new barn find, which is going to be the Porsche 911. Now, honestly, I was hoping for maybe another one, the Camaro out of the NASCAR pack, considering we actually had a racetrack in the game, but that did not end up happening. I don't know if they're going to keep adding in down the road, but it seems like though, that's going to be pretty much it for the Lego DLC. And Black Panther, not Black Panther, it's a different one. He goes, at this point, the game is kind of dead, move on to Forza Motorsport 8. But to be honest, it's not completely dead. There's still aspects of the game that are still kicking, ranked adventures, ranked drift adventures and stuff like that. But still it feels a little bit kind of lacking, especially in the drift adventures. When I was doing them, they were the same tracks over and over again, and it just kind of gets repetitive in that aspect, right? So we're kind of getting the same content every single week, just kind of regenerated into a different track, a different speed challenge you got to do. And it's starting to take a small toll, I feel like, at least on myself, to the point where unless it's a car that I'm really wanting, then I'll do them. And unfortunately, I think this is where a lot of the underwhelming experience of this content update is coming from, is because there's not really a lot of new content for us for the next month. We got to now wait a whole nother month to get anything fresh and new. I mean, mind you, we do have a couple new cars. I'm not saying there's there's no new cars in here. There's, I think, 4 brand new ones. We also have the Porsche 918 and the Ferrari 812, which is available to get as a showcase event, and then you'll unlock it as well too. So I mean, there's a couple new cars in here, but to be honest with you, and I'm not the only one that says this, but I miss the old school car packs. I really do. We haven't had a car pack in who knows how long, right? We've been kind of going through the same festival playlist process. Even Forza Motorsport 7, we haven't had a car pack in a very long time. It's dead, right? And that's not good, because we're not getting another Forza until 2020, right? I mean, it's gonna be a long grind. But the comment was off their stream, and he goes, I missed the theme car packs. The other title would have had 10 or 11 car packs by now, and the fact that all these cars require challenges to get make it harder for people that have a busy life. Still love the game. I don't think it's the best in the series. I definitely agree though, I don't think it's the best in the series. Forza Horizon 4 had a lot to live up to on here, and unfortunately it was just more of a Forza Horizon 3 map expansion and just kind of less content on cars. We did get festival playlists, right? We do have the Lotus coming back. I don't care for that car. We have a brand new 2017 Vanquish. Again, it's cool and all, but I miss car packs, man. Let me know down below, do you miss car packs? And if so, if you had to pick one car pack out of any Forza, what would it be? I'm going with Forza Motorsport 4 with the muscle car pack. That was, oh my god, man, the days of the car packs, man. Do you remember them? Leave me your comments down below. But I miss the trailers for them. I just miss getting hyped for them. Now we just have a festival playlist where we have to unlock them, maybe sometimes do multiplayer. It takes 2 hours sometimes to get them all. And I know it's a double-edged sword, because we wanted more things to do, right? We said, oh, we want the game to kind of update every single month or so, which they're doing, but we're just kind of getting that recycled content now again, and that's kind of where I think a lot of people are just kind of getting upset and just kind of let down on these monthly things. But you got to remember though, this game is almost a year and a half already out and being played. DLC has been coming out for a long time now, so you know, it's great that we're still getting content on that flip side. You know, I'm not trying to make it a negative thing where we're not getting enough content, because 4 cars for a game that, you know, has been out for this long is not bad. There are still a lot of people that are just kind of not wanting to go back to it. You know, the Porsche Lego Barn Find, too little too late. Finished Lego expansion ages ago, lacking multiplayer, no reason to go back, right? I mean, honestly, I couldn't have said it better, right? The fact that there's no multiplayer on the Lego expansion is a huge downside, and I'm really surprised that they have not fixed that or added that in just to add mini games, king games, and I thought that was going to be a perfect area to do so. And unfortunately, I feel like they dropped the ball in that Lego, right? I feel like they just kind of make these expansions, they put them out, but they don't support them in that aspect. You know, this time we did have some supporting content. We had the Porsche, but again, too little too late, right? I mean, probably half of us completed it and are now waiting for it. Probably we'll go back and play it for a couple, and then that's about it, right? But some of us, like myself, I'm still at like 2,000 bricks, man. I didn't even want to do all of the challenges that were required to get to the barn find, right? You know, mainly because I didn't find any enjoyment getting to that next level. It was just a crane dropping into my house, and you know, it added on to that piece. So I was really upset about that. And just, you know, the Lego soccer, there was no soccer in there, even though we had a soccer field with a ball. Just there were so many things that I was expecting on that Lego DLC to really make it fun in that aspect. And I think they're, you know, trying to allow us to have as much freedom as we want, but at the same time though, we need some structure, especially on those islands of expansions where, you know, once you complete them, there's really no need to, you know, play them again unless you're with your friends and stuff like that. But there was a few other things that they mentioned, one of which was the fact that a lot of people are upset because if you're offline, you cannot complete any of the festival playlist challenges. Unfortunately, I don't think that they're going to be fixing that anytime soon. Also, to the garage size limit, tuning limit, they said they're working on it. It's just, it's a little bit tough because they have to kind of mess with the game save data. They don't want to corrupt anyone's space, right? So it's definitely a very touchy area for them to be working on. So I don't see them working on that anytime soon and fixing that until probably Forza Horizon 5 does come out. But you know, I really do hope that they kind of change up the way that they do the game in Forza Horizon 5. I really hope it is not the same formula from Forza Horizon 2, 3, 4, where, you know, you just kind of unlock your showcase events, this and that, you know, there's no story mode. I want to see them go back to the old school Forza Horizon 1 days and have a full story mode with cutscenes and really draw us into the story. They have the resources. I feel like they can definitely do that. We've seen what they've done with the trailer packs and stuff like that, the car packs. They definitely have some type of, you know, cinematic experience working on these, and I think they can make a very enjoyable, you know, exciting, believable story mode out of, you know, the resources that they do have. But they went through all the cars in the stream, they showed them off. Again, you know, it's just like opening gifts early, but you're not the one getting to open up the gifts, right? So at the same time, you know, I feel like a lot of these cars I'm getting to watch drive, and I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to drive them. And I feel like maybe, just maybe, if we had access to them to just buy and do a crazy build without having to, you know, spend a lot of time to obtain them, maybe I would play with them more. I don't know, right? I'd like to see them maybe have a fire sale of just, you know, throwing out cars that have already been in these festival playlists for cheaper. I don't know, right? There's so many cars in here, and you know, the fact that the new Ford Capri also for the star cards, that's a, you know, the final reward car, the Ford Capri. But to my knowledge, the Ford Capri was in Forza Horizon 3 as a Forza Horizon Edition vehicle, right? I don't think it was any different in Forza Horizon 3, and they just kind of redid it for Forza Horizon 4, and everyone's saying it's a super rare car, you know, it's a great car, but you know, it's nothing new to me. And that's kind of where, you know, the fun kind of dies out, is because we've already got to experience a lot of this stuff, you know, whether it be Forza Horizon 3, 2, 4, you know, we've played the same game in that aspect for a long time. So we really need some fresh content to make us go, oh shit, right? That looks fun right there. And I was hoping for that in, you know, with the Lego experience. I was hoping that they were going to, you know, add those mini games for us to play and, you know, really cool spots to go to. But, you know, that wasn't really what ended up coming out. But the star cards though, right, there's Ford Capri for that one. You also get the Ferrari 812 from one of them here, but Ford Capri Forza Edition, I don't know, am I wrong? Is that not in Forza Horizon 3 as a Forza Edition car on the wheel spins? Because I'm pretty sure it was. But you know, they didn't really talk about wheel spins. I'd love to see them improve or add into wheel spins moving forward for these festival, you know, events. I've said that before. Wheel spins are a big thing in the game. People love watching them. People love doing them. But they're not showing any love to them, man. They're not supporting it. They're not adding in fresh cars. I feel like it's a big thing that they're just not looking at. I mean, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. If there's anything that you would like to see change moving forward for these updates, leave it down below. They did say that they are working on for the next season update, brand new body kits. They didn't really say what cars. They're going to be reworking some of the ranked adventures in terms of, you know, the skill levels that are being played with. But really not much else though. That's really the biggest thing, right? I mean, it was kind of a lacking month, and a lot of people were kind of upset in the chat. I was looking at that, you know, just people saying that there's only 4 Lego cars and a full expansion. Just, you know, a lot of things that I also wish there was more of, right? Cars, track space, you know, more roads to drive longer spaces on. They did build the Porsche on stream. I am going to be getting that and maybe doing a build challenge where I try to build it, you know, as fast as I can kind of thing. I have 3 other cars. I think it would be cool to kind of build them all, see if I can time myself and see if I can get better as the builds go on. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm definitely going to be finishing this and buying this to complete my collection, which did say it should be out today, if I'm not mistaken. It should be out today. I'm gonna go over to Toys R Us and see if this is actually in the store, but they said shops on there. It was really weird hearing them saying, you know, it's out now in the shops. I thought it was, you know, they're talking about the Forzathon shop, man. You know what, I'll go there right now, pick it up. Either way though, you know, the update's coming on Thursday if I'm not mistaken, and you know, I'm excited to drive the Porsche. I definitely am, but you know, that excitement's going to die down fairly quickly, I feel like. Same as all the other updates, right? You play them, you have fun with them, and you're just kind of driving around the same few places again and again, and you end up switching games, right? I mean, I don't know, is that just me? Do you guys find yourself in Forza a lot longer, maybe a lot shorter now? But you know, I definitely love the game. Maybe I'm not playing online enough to get that, you know, that friend experience. I'm just, you know, I don't have a lot of time. A lot of people, right? It's just time, man. I don't know what the hell it is. It's time. Time is the root of all evil. If you guys have not figured that out yet, well, you will very soon, man. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Forza Horizon 4 Update 12 out Thursday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, just kind of chopping down the stream, showing you some gameplay. Let me know if you're excited for the Aston Martins, the Porsches, the Lego build, barn find. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.